You're watching the Kop TV, the voice of football's most famous stand.
Salah to settle it in front of the Kop.
Right,
Fit into the Anthony Becker persona.
Anthony Becker is back with us. Hang on, take the hat off.
It's Alisson.
Genuinely, it could be Alisson's brother. I'm not even just saying it. Like a couple more inches, maybe, but he's a tall lad, isn't he?
You're lucky I'm happy.
No, you listen. Take the compliment. He's a beautiful man. Yeah, good to have you back on, bro. Good
Thank
to be
you.
outside Anfield with you again. I haven't been here for a while, so good to be back. You're happy? Tell me why.
Bro, because I look like Alisson from Wish.
Well,
innit?
that's the first
one thing.
Get that out of the way.
Not
first
a
of
bad
all.
looking fella to look like, but no, on a serious note, man, like, I was just watching that second half and I'm just thinking to myself, our future is
scary.
fine. Bro, Quansah, Kanate, Bajatic, you got Curtis Jones, you got Elliot running the show in the first half. Like, these kids are like, what, 21, 22 years old, and they're ballers. They're just balling out. They're playing football. They're loving life. I mean, bro, that first half was a bit, we had our moments where I was genuinely worried. Like, Tsimikas looked like something from the Wish Foundation. Like, it was Make-A-Wish Foundation type of performance, but picked it up the second half. Then, same thing, Endo, thank you. Endo, Jota, not the best performances in the first half. Then they pick it up the second half. I would love to be a fly on the wall and just listen to Klopp at half-time, because I don't know what it is. It must be some majestic influence that he has to be able to go from 1-0 to 3-1 week in, week out. Like, unbelievable stuff. I mean, I should know because I'm Alisson. But.
Yeah, well, you were there, weren't you? Yeah, listen, the second half starts, Cody Gakpo gets a really nice finish, composed finish. And instantly at that point, you just know we're going to win, because it wasn't like they were threatening, they hit the post, there was one that just flashed wide. There was none of that. As soon as we scored the first one, their heads went down, ours went up, the crowd got up. And I could have told you then it would be 3-1 when Gakpo scored.
Absolutely. Like, if you bet, Mario was saying, if you bet £100
The odds
for
can't be
3-1,
great anymore.
Yeah, it'll be like, you'll get like £103 in return. Like, it's going to be nothing. But it's absolutely amazing. We had 27 shots. I know our first half performance doesn't really, like, it doesn't show that a lot, but you look at the game as a perspective, as a whole, the performances, the individual performances that we were getting, like Endo in that second half, nothing was getting through him. No. Those two young centre-backs, man, Kanate and Quansah, just bossing people around like they're no one.
Brilliant,
Nacho was a great Premier League striker last season. Okay, he finished
also,
the season
that
quite
prick
well.
lost us the league with that miss at City
don't
away.
Get me started, but that's a Premier
what you
League
mean,
caliber
though. Yeah,
starter. He's better than fucking Antonio, and I don't like that guy. But anyway, he's a Premier League caliber
International
striker. And you've got players like Quansah that, I'm not going to lie, 6 months ago, I don't care what Liverpool fan you are, you probably didn't even know who he was. But all of a sudden, we all have, but we didn't know what he looked like, did he? But now all of a sudden, he's like a household name in Liverpool. He's like this little iconic legend that is just turning. He reminds me of a really young Hyypia. Like,
who else just said that a minute ago? Rory. I mean, you're agreeing with Rory, which is.
He's got some swagger on him, innit? He's got some swagger on him for 20 years old.
I totally agree, man. I mean, we were looking at the Van de Vens, we were looking at centre-backs in the summer. Klopp obviously just said, we're good, we've got Jarrell there. For him to find himself in a right mid position, winning the ball back whilst they're on the break, keeping his composure, looking up, finds Jota, great finish, gets an assist.
Yeah.
Him and Ben Doak, I totally agree. I'll go back to your point. The future is looking bright.
It's bright. And just going back to Quansah, like, one thing that I was really worried about, I don't know if you'll kind of reiterate this, but I was really worried about, because Naldini, we were looking to shop him off in the summer. We had players like Phillips and, all of them were kind of going, and we were looking at loaning loads of centre-backs out. And I'm like, bro, if Kanate and Virgil van Dijk go down, we might be in trouble here. That goes to show how much faith Klopp must have had in Quansah that we didn't even know about, because that kid started the pre-season, confidence rises, and then he needs to step in because of Gomez has to play at right back because Trent's injured, Kanate gets injured, he's thrown in literally.
It's almost the best way to be introduced. You either got it
exactly,
or you haven't, and we'll see if you got it now.
That's exactly what it is. It's a fight or flight type of moment, and you're looking at him, and if he crumbles, you're like, okay, you were set up to fail, but he didn't. He thrived.
And that's scary, mate.
It's unbelievable. Like, bro, he's 20 years old playing one of the most unique positions in football. Left centre back is not an easy. There's reasons that players like Virgil van Dijk are going for 75 million, and you look at players like Slabhead, he's 80 million. There's a reason they go for that money. He doesn't anymore, of course, but do you know what I mean? That's why clubs pay these type of fees for those type of players, is because it's the most unique position to find. And we've got a 20-year-old that's learning off arguably the best centre back there is, and I'm just so excited.
He's been in Liverpool for years and years.
Bro,
Listen, we'll finish it there. Positivity, that's what we're talking about. It should have been about 7-1 tonight. We'll take the 3-1 again. Quick score prediction for Saturday.
3-1.
Silly question, really, isn't it? Becca, take care, brother.
Thanks for watching this video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it.
Please, guys, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the Kop TV.
The voice of football's most famous stand.